So can you tell us more about the no-code? What exactly no-code technology is?
Right. Before I share no code, let me share an analogy with you. Okay. Let's say that you want to buy a house. Okay. So there are a couple of very different ways of buying a house. One is that you can buy a ready-made apartment, and which is pre-built, and you can move into it very quickly. You can close the transaction, and you can, within a week you can move into it and set it up. But every apartment in the locality looks the same. The other complete end of the spectrum is where you can build your own house. So for this, you have to buy the land, you have to engage a architect, you have to engage a contractor, you have to get the clearances from the city council government, and it takes more time and it takes more money. But with this, you can build the house of your dreams. So this same analogy exists in the software world as well. So the ready-made software is the example of standard software, that exists, but it is not customized to the needs of the users and buyers. Whereas the build your own house is the analogy of custom built software, where companies can build the software from scratch, completely customized to their own needs. Now, both of these have their own challenges. So ready-made software, the challenge is that although it's very cost effective, but the challenge is that it's not really customized to the needs. And because of this, either the business ends up adapting their way of working to the software, which is not ideal, which is not good, or they end up making some kind of a compromise. And then the customized software, the challenge is that it's very expensive. It's very expensive because it has to be developed by developers who take, it's a human being who has to develop the software, or a team that has to develop the software. It's expensive, it takes time, and because it's being developed completely customized for you, there's a certain unpredictability in the whole process, because you don't know what you'll get and you don't know how much time it'll take. It happens all the time that a developer team will say, okay, this software will take 6 months, but it actually ends up taking more than a year or 2 years. So I had worked in the software industry for over 15 years, and I saw these challenges, and I just thought that, is there a better way of doing things? And what we realized, we looked at this thing called Lego blocks for inspiration. And Lego blocks are these block games that we have played with when we were kids. And the beauty of the Lego blocks is that with the same set of blocks, we can form different shapes. And we just thought that, how can we implement a software with this kind of architecture? So what we did with Orgzit is that we have implemented a certain set of blocks which are the software components, and the components can be put together, they can be stitched together or glued together in different ways to get different applications for the users and different scenarios.